Let's get into some news though. Natalie Banks,
Man,
on the
hold
Fresh and
up.
Fit podcast.
Natalie Banks.
So I was, I like to have that in the background a lot of the times while I'm working. So that comes up, and I see, and it looked like Natalie Banks, and I'm like, it looks like Natalie Banks, and I looked, and usually they put the Instagrams on the description, so I saw Natalie Banks on there. I'm like, oh, that is Natalie Banks. If anybody that don't know Natalie Banks, we're actually gonna pull up something real quick. She actually did a freestyle with Damian Lillard. Get good, Dame.
Dame is probably the best basketball playing rapper. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, legit. He can spit.
Yeah. So shouts out to Damian Lillard.
But this is something that went viral some years back, and it was on World Star Hip Hop. I remember seeing. We'll have.
Let's play this real quick.
Probably need a lawyer, toss some bread and watch him beat the case. Old heads be showing love and sipping on some E&J. I love the town, but always find myself playing keep away. Hard to never change. I'm a product of these Oakland streets, slapping hands and throwing deuces. Only dimes approaching me. Had the game slow cooked, so ain't nobody coaching me. Seen a lot of shit, but we don't talk about it openly.
Yeah.
Hoop was my escape from falling through the cracks, nigga. Made it to the show and I ain't never tried to act bigger. Solid as the couple niggas that's attached to you. Keep
Turn it up just a little bit.
to me, nigga. I attract figures. It's your turn now.
Natalie
Go
Banks'
ahead.
turn.
She's scared though. She told me I'm scared. Danny, give her 16, bro.
Just go.
Give her 16.
Give us a 16, Natty.
He's
Just
a,
go
he's
ahead.
a real rapper. He's a famous rapper though. He got
Are you from California too?
Yeah. Spit something for her, bro. She
Come
think you
on. I'm waiting on you.
Fake friends, they everywhere. Act like it, but never care what's going down. They never dare look to the sea, but never share. So fuck it, I don't need them. And plus, I don't believe them. Cause friends turn into foes and start hating without a reason. I shine under that limelight, my future's looking brighter. So don't start talking, but I get what I desire. Fire Marshall couldn't put a limit on this fire. I'm at the bottom of that ladder, and I'm only getting higher. All I gotta do is keep it up. Give me the track, I eat it up. They can't compete with us. They reach out, but can't see the touch. I'm traveling around the country. I'm getting all this money, and I be damned if I let anybody come and take it from me. Them hoes getting they hate on, they mad cause they ain't on. They wonder how I stay calm. Got a lot of haters, same song. Hitting ass bitches.
Hey.
Oh, no. Not worried about them. They just doing what they supposed to. Ain't nobody loyal.
That was Natalie Banks.
So that's Natalie Banks. So that just gives you a little background on who she is. So she was out in Austin for a while. I think she's in Houston now.
No, she's still in Austin, but
She's
she's
still
just
in
be in
Austin?
Houston a lot. It's her thing.
Okay, well, she was out in Miami. She did the Fresh and Fit podcast. That reached out to her. Anyway, they don't pay nobody when they go to those. I think they send valet services, which, I mean, that's, basic. That's, good enough. At least you ain't got to drive there. But they send like valet, whatever. They take them there. Anyway, she left like 3.5 hours into the podcast because there was one girl that was like messing up the whole interview, just overtaking the whole thing. She dips out, then she goes on the tirade on IG. Pull up the Instagram. So I didn't even I just tuned out after like 30-40 minutes because I was getting busy, doing other things for business because we got to keep things running. Anyway, so I saw this like later on this morning, and it was very interesting. She goes on a long one to see if she still got them up.
What?
Let's say, back up because they were way in the early part.
It's a long tirade.
Here we go. So, put on. Yeah, there you go. So she's there, y'all. I don't know if we got the reaction cam up yet. So she's doing some behind the scenes work. Everything's cool right
So
there.
I literally walked out of the show after like 3 hours. They said that it was going to be a 2.5-hour show. And then they were mad that I left. Like, dude was like, oh, take her name off the shit. Okay, take my name off the shit. Y'all not paying me to be here. Y'all don't have nothing to eat. Same reason I left Sway Lee's house. Bitch, you not finna feed me. I'm here fucking doing
Left
a
Sway
show
Lee's
for
house
free.
for the same
You're not
reasons
finna
you
give me no
said.
money. He's like, oh,
No
don't come
food,
back
no
to the
money.
show. I won't come back to the show, bitch. I live in Texas. And the show's fucking whack. And you're not paying me to be here. And motherfuckers are sending them hundreds of dollars and you're not fucking feeding me. Bro, break me out some money, feed me or something. I'm not finna sit here for 3 hours to hear bitches argue. Like, bro, the show is so fucking whack. They was like going on and on about nothing ass topics.
Pause it.
Like, bro. They said.
So, I mean, if you're gonna have like 9 girls in there, I'm just gonna keep it real. I like the podcast. I like what they're doing. But if you're gonna have like 9 girls, you gotta have, especially if it's a long, like 3.5, 4 hour live podcast, and like not every girl's gonna be able to talk at once, and it's 9 girls. You gotta have at least food, more drink, and some weed.
Well, I mean,
unfortunately,
food. Yeah, if you're gonna have that many girls, that
if you're trying to produce content,
if you're not paying them, then you definitely gotta feed them and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Because that's just gonna boost their
morale.
Yeah, boost their morale, and you know they're gonna want to give. Well, they ain't gonna be worried about being hungry and you know stomach growling and stuff like that. So I definitely understand that point. But I mean, sometimes like, you know, you got to take advantage. You know, they let Natalie be on the show. It was a great opportunity for her to gain some exposure for whatever she got going on. So sometimes, you know, you just got to take that L and think about, you know, the benefits of it and go through that.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Not everybody's going to pay you. You're not going to get everything. I'm just saying from me as a content creator or us as a content, but you know what I'm saying? Like what we do, I think a lot of like, at least it's like smoke and mirrors in this industry. At least you're like, okay, you know, like shouts out to Fresh and Fit for at least sending people to like to pick them up so they can do that. So they don't have to do no Uber, no drive, and they can get there if they're drunk. Safe stuff. I like that. But there's just the other aspects. Like at least it's some food. It makes it easier. It's like she at least she can't even say nothing like, well, they fed me. Well, they fed you. I'm just saying there's just little things that you can smoke and mirrors because you're not paying them. At the same time, not everybody's gonna pay you. And not everybody's going to give you those things. Like to your point, to me, on the flip side of things, I would say she did not take advantage of her opportunity on the show because she was quiet a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So it was like she needed to step up and like make some, you know, even if the show's boring, turn it up, make it dope.
Exactly.
So there's always a two-way street to it. So I like to play devil's advocate on both sides. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Is there anything? I think there was a few other things that I think they said there were some chicks on there that talked some mess about her.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody basically left. Everybody was talking.
Yeah, so she was really hot. They was really like really hitting that point. So yeah, she was ticked off. I guess like a lot of the times with the girls on the show, they usually have a kick out. Like you can see the kick out. Yeah. But hers, it was just like she just disappeared.
Well, yeah, she just got up, you know, and walked off. She said. You know, they said they wanted to be there for 2 hours, and then she hit that 3 hour mark. There was no food, no nothing hit her cash apps.
And I think that's one thing that Fresh and Fit needs to understand. Like, you have a threshold. So once the threshold hits, at least Uber Eats some shit. Be like, yo, I know there's some people. This is running a little bit longer. This girl's doing the most. Or kick that girl out quicker. Because she really messed that thing up. But that was an interesting thing that I saw that happened yesterday night and leading into the morning and all that good stuff.